We, for the past couple of years, have been doing a block of the month. The previous year we did the So Kind of Wonderful Urbanology quilt pattern.
Yes.
Which is something that we could show in another episode. And this year we, on the behest of Laura, thanks Laura, are doing the Cadence Court quilt top.
Of course, read backwards, isn't it? Does it read backwards when you see it?
I don't know actually. Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Anyway, it says Cadence Court.
So it's Cadence Court. So what we do is we choose our own fabrics, and then the idea being that we were going to complete. You do two sections a month, don't you? So you work opposite. So you do one, and then you do the opposite side. So the idea was that we were going to do one of those a month. Only we've sort of fallen by the wayside.
Fallen by the wayside a bit, but I think we're all still working on it, but we're not actually showing.
No, we're not. No, I think I'm not sure whether Laura's secretly working away and has perhaps already completed her course. Maybe,
probably.
She might have done. Tracey's a little bit more organised, which she'll show you in a minute, and I'm not organised at all. So I've got a couple of I've only done a few. I decided to use Denise Schmidt fabrics in mine. I had a lovely collection of Denise Schmidt that I've been hoarding, and decided that I was going to use them. Yeah, so these were perhaps the first two. You can see how they fit together, but these will be opposite each other. So it works its way round. So those were my first two, and those are my second two. This one, I think it was this one. I printed it out. I printed it out onto foundation paper. Spent all day sewing it.
I remember this.
All day sewing it. To then realise that I hadn't actually checked the printer, and it was set at 96% rather than 100%. So my entire wedge was then about half an inch too small for what I needed. So I then had to start again, and I'm only working with I think about fat eighths of fabric. That's all I've got, and so it was a bit of a squeeze to get the new one back out again. But I managed it, so that's all right. And then I think I've got I might have another couple put out ready to go, but that's it. That's as far as I've got. Whereas Madam here,
I have done a bit more.
Yes.
But I had to get myself organised because I think I started twice, and I was getting so confused over what was what.
Yes.
Each of the wedges is repeated twice. And to begin with, I thought we were doing like one wedge and then the second wedge.
You were just working your way round.
I was working my way round. Then I realised we weren't supposed to be doing that. We were supposed to be doing the opposite. So, that range is just gorgeous. Love that.
It's really hard to get hold of now as well.
That's so lovely.
Only some bits that you can still get. But
I have a piece of this one, and I have a tablecloth with this one.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Nice.
Anyway, there you go.
I'm saying, we do like a bit of Denise.
Oh, we do like a bit of Denise. Yes.
Yes.
We met her at QuiltCon actually, and Tracey went all fangirl on her.
Fangirl on her.
It was very
but
funny.
she thought, oh God, stupid Brit woman.
Not off.
But anyway.
Right.
No. She looked very tired, didn't she, that day?
She
She'd
did
been working
actually.
really hard.
She'd been teaching, I think.
I think the teachers worked incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got myself organised. I've got a big one of these. Can you see this? A big folder. So I ended up putting all the bits in it. So I spent a whole day cutting out all of the bits. So, and it took me literally 6 hours to cut out all of the fabric for the whole quilt. Because I thought, I just need to actually get organised. So the whole quilt was cut and then packaged in such a way that all of the foundations and all of the pieces were together, so they were month by month. Yeah. And then, but when I started doing it, this filing system was useless. It was way too fat, and I couldn't cope when things were falling out. So I ended up
She's such an overachiever.
A whole load of these things. You've seen these things are all over the internet at the moment. These little pouchy plastic pouches, and I made like with plastic webbing. Have you seen these?
I have, yeah.
I have to say they're really good. You can get them all sorts of sizes. I've got a whole bunch of A4 and then a bunch of A3. And so what I did then, by month, I had 12 of these all filled with the bits for the month, including the instructions. So I could just literally pick one up and go with it. It works really well. I'm sorry. So I ended up. So all of the pieces are now done. But once I'd finished them all, I was able then to put them back in this. So they're all complete. They're ready to be put together. I haven't put any of the wedges together. So my fabric.
Well, I don't know what you're messing around at, really.
I know. So I've got all the pieces sitting in here, waiting to be stitched together.
So they'll then. So it's broken down into segments. So that's one segment there, and
there are 2 wedges in each one of these piles to go. So, but what I also did is, if you foundation piece, you've got paper behind it. So you're actually stitching onto paper.
You can hear it.
Yeah, well, I decided that I hate tearing the paper away at the end. I don't like that. So I ended up buying some of this stuff which you leave in. So it's almost like a paper-based product. It's got some fibre in it, so that at the end, when this quilt is washed, now you do always wash your quilts after you finish them all?
Usually.
Yeah, so when it's washed, most of that will wash away. Most of it will. And again, forgive me, I don't know the ratio. I think like 8% of it will wash away, 20% will be left as fibre.
All right.
So that will just fill the little seam lines up and so forth. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. So
can you remember the name of it?
You can never remember. No, I can't. But I might have a piece at the end. I'll find it and put it in the show notes.
We'll try and put a link.
But it's really good if you stick it in your printer. And you just print out onto it, so that's really
at 100%.
At 100%, yes. So that's really useful. And then literally you're stitching on the line, so it's stitch and flick. So it's quite an easy technique once you get yourself working correctly, because you're working upside down.
You are back to front almost.
So, but again, I suppose we could talk about foundation pieces today, couldn't we?
Whereas I just used Carol Oakes paper foundation paper, which goes through the printer as well,
and it tears away quite well.
And it does tear away nicely. But,
years ago, when we both discovered we were quilters, somebody came up with the bright idea of doing a paper foundation quilt, didn't she? It did win. It won. We put it into Malvern and it won. Actually, Malvern's just gone this weekend.
Cosmic Cousins.
And we put this piece in. It's called Cosmic Cousins. It was red and white, and it was a Carol Oak pattern.
It was, yeah.
It was a Carol Oak,
yeah.
The quilt was supposed to be a little bit bigger than it turned out, because we were working independently, but we both finally sort of decided to tell the other we hated the process. We absolutely hated it.
So the process was all right. It was when we came to tear away the papers afterwards.
But we weren't using the right stuff. We were using print paper.
We were, and it was awful. Absolutely awful. But it did win. But that, you did some amazing quilting on that as well.
The quilting but it is a wasteful process. So this bag,
very much so. This
bag contains all the scraps, and I just did it as an exercise. So I'm going to weigh that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm going to weigh all of these scraps to find out just how much yardage of fabric this equates to. Because I think as a process, foundation piecing is incredibly wasteful, and that's one of the reasons I don't like it. But it is very accurate. So you
get lovely points.
It's a what's the word? A compromise. Between time and effort versus accuracy and all the rest of it. So that's our cadence course. So it's yet to be sewn, but it's all in there, ready to go.
It's an ongoing work in progress. So watch this space with that one. So is that all you've got, Quilty?
That's all I've got, Quilty.
Quilty?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple of garments that I've not to get them together. So this is a Scout tee.
It's fluid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not very pleasurable to sew.
No.
I have to say.
God, I'm impressed.
Yeah. Don't look too closely. But fabric. I can't even remember where I got the fabric from. To be honest. But yes, the Scout tee. Is it grey line?
I've never made it.
No. Is it? Might have to double check that one. Anyway, it's a Scout tee, which I really like, and I was so thrilled when they brought out an extension pack for sleeves, because it used to do little cap sleeves, and I don't like cap sleeves at all. I'm not a big fan of them. So when it brought out a proper sleeve, it was a plus for me. So
it's
yeah,
crepe, isn't it?
I think so. It's got polyester. Yeah, polyester.
It's got a crepe finish to it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But it was not nice to work. It's
slinky fabric. Did it really?
Oh my god, it's made so badly. And then my other garment is a Clio, which is made by Ray.
I like this skirt. I have a couple of these. I love them.
Have you? Do you wear them?
I do. Yeah, I do. But that's not in the winter. They're summer skirts. So.
Well, I made this. I used a cotton, so it's nice and soft and drapey. It's got nice big pockets. It's got a front. You can see it's got a front waistband, and then it's got an elasticated waistband at the back. Now I will try this on again later just to have a look, but I'm not actually sure it does a great deal for me.
Right.
Because bit of a pear shape, and I'm not sure that all those gathers at the
very
back
slim in the waist, aren't you?
and sides does much for me. So I'll have to try it on again later and get some opinions. I finished it over the weekend, and now I'm not quite sure whether.
Right.
I'm not quite
Well,
sure
you
whether
could
it's for me.
you could have done the same as you did on the front and gathered the front and put a static waistband on the back. You know, you could have replicated the front waistband on the back.
I could have.
Yeah.
I could have.
You didn't.
But I didn't.
But you didn't know for the
No.
future. But
No.
I love the pocket design of this.
I do like the pockets. Yeah, I do. I like the idea of it. And if you look on Instagram, there's some great ones. Well, you can try that if you like and see if it suits you better than me. I did think I could just maybe. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it's not filling me with love at the moment. So I love the fabric.
Yeah.
So it won't go to waste. Even if it doesn't stay like this, it will become something. But I'm not overly sure that it will stay as a clue.
But if you wear your slinky, not slinky, your silky top over it, you're not going to see those gathers.
I'm not going to see the gathers, but again, I'm not sure that would be very flattering.
But or you could tuck it in and just.
I think it would need to be tucked in. Yeah. Or I thought maybe with a belt.
Oh yeah.
Maybe with a belt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so Clio, made by Ray.
Beautiful.
So that's that one.
She makes nice. She chooses nice fabric, don't you think?
She does, yeah.
No, you do.
Yeah. No, she does as well though. If you look on her.
Do you know, I haven't. I do garments. I do garment sewing. I made this.
I thought that was one of
this. But I haven't made anything for a while, basically because I'm trying to concentrate on other things.
Yeah.
So, and I find that it's very hard for me to go from garment sewing to quilting in the same week.
Right. Okay.
Do you find that?
You have to focus on.
Yeah, I do. I have to be in the zone. I have to be in a garment making zone. I suppose I could. I've never really tried cooking, but
I think you could.
You do, don't you?
I flip too much. That's my problem, and that's why I end up with so many things not finished because I go from one to the other. It's
really interesting because if I knit, I'm fairly monogamous. That's not the right word. What's the right word?
No, it's not the right word.
What is the word? So you don't know either. I only knit one project at a time. Monogamous.
No, that's not the right word.
Yeah, it is. It's like when you're married to one person.
Monogamous.
As opposed to multiple. I only knit one project, okay? I only knit one project at a time. Whereas I'll make several
quilted items
at a time.
Yes.
And garment sewing, I tend to have at the most 3 projects on the go. I don't have any more than 3 at a time, for sure.
Okay.
And usually it's only one.
Right,
so,
okay.
Although I have 2 items sitting there that I actually fell out of love with, so I've just left those for the time being. So,
well, I think we all do that, don't we? Get bored with them.
And it was the wrong season, so there's no impetus for me to actually finish it. So,
that's good.
So yeah, but yeah, quilting I can make loads and loads and loads of projects. I get very bored very quickly,
Yes.
so I'll move from one thing to another.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's my problem as well.
but it's you do get focused. I do like to be focused in terms of you're completing it for a deadline, a Wiltshire or whatever.
Well, yes,
And that really, I like that.
it gives you that push, doesn't it? Then to get it done. Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah. So what's coming up?
And then it's the Festival of Quilts for me
In August.
In August,
Birmingham, NEC.
so that's a big show.
Be there. Malvern's just gone, of course.
Marvel's
so
just gone out.
this weekend.
Probably just with Sandown, or is Sandown coming up?
I don't know if the trouble is actually.
No, I don't know. I think Sandown may have come up. So yeah, but the Festival of Quilts is the biggest one, of course, isn't it? In the quilters calendar.
Definitely, yeah.
So that's going to be huge. I'm teaching a couple of classes there.
It's well worth a visit if you get the chance to come up and have a look.
Yeah.
It's on over 4 days. Starts on Thursday, finishes on the Sunday.
Yeah.
I think I want to say the first weekend in August. Is that right?
First through to the fourth, I believe.
Yes, right at the beginning of August.
Yeah.
It's a bit overwhelming, so if you can get up for a couple of days, it's to your advantage. You know, 1 day is perhaps a little bit.
It's not enough to get.
It's just not enough.
So they have something in the region of, I want to say 1,200 quilts on show, plus all the exhibition areas. They've got different people exhibiting their own work, so that those spaces are all filled with quilts as well. So probably more than 1,200 overall. I don't know how many in total, but lots of vendors, workshops, demonstrations.
Yeah. Lectures,
yeah,
all
it's
sorts.
very nice. So it's a good show, but it's tiring to do over 1 day. So I'll definitely recommend you do 2. Sure, come up and
at least
try and get an overnight if you can. So that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm busy on the run up to that.
Yes.
So lots of prep work for me to do for that. I've just done some little kits for one of the classes I'm doing.
Okay.
So that's quite cute.
Good.
Yeah, making one of your flowers over there. Though.
Oh, right,
I can
okay.
see you've got one in your pocket.
My
over
plant
there.
pot. Do you want to see one of my plants? I'll show you one of my plants, and then you can see what you could do with Tracey.
So I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm doing a couple of classes, longarm classes, and then just some little take and makes.
I won't put that in.
It actually sits in a plant pot, doesn't it?
It's been in the plant pot. I won't show that in there.
It's like a little fabric flower. So I'll just be making all the kits for those for people.
And you're doing some long arm classes as
well,
aren't you?
Yeah, 2 long arm classes.
How do you feel about having me on one of your classes?
Absolutely.
Have
you booked?
Well, I think last time I looked, there was a couple of spaces. I might just book onto that.
So it's lovely actually. It's been last year was the first year. No, I think the year before they started doing long arm classes. So you went on, maybe it's 2 years now, because you went on the handy quilter. I
did with Angela Walters.
Yeah, with Angela Walters. Yeah, but that's actually a sit-down machine.
That was a sit-down one. Yes. Made a complete arse out of myself.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I saw you. You did lovely stuff. But Benina had their quilting machines there last year, so they had. What did we have? We had two stands there last year, so with 4 heads in total. This year there's 3 stands, so 6 heads in total. So 6 students in each. And we've got classes. We've got lots of classes with Amanda Murphy, Lindsay Upton, myself, Abby from Switzerland. So lots of classes coming in there.
And there are other brands.
Other brands. Yeah, Handy Quilt has got its own. Handy Quilt has got its own.
It's the
Innova is there.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one I was trying to think of.
I don't actually say Innova or no. Innova? I say Innova. I don't actually say when we say it. There's Innova and there's Juki, New English Quilt.
Yes, so I mean, if nothing else, go and have a little play.
So if you think of that, certainly go and have a look and have a play. Try and get yourself on a class if you can.
Yeah.
But lots of other quilting things to do. Lots and lots of
them.
Yeah. And a good place to meet friends and catch up and basically have a nice get together and hang out. So, so lots to do.
So I think that's it.
We could go on and on.
We could, and we probably have actually. We've probably gone on for probably a good hour.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still with us, well done.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
You did well.
You have.
Hopefully we'll be back. Hopefully it wasn't that bad, was it?
It's a bit scary.
It's
very scary.
Yeah, if you've got any nice comments, leave them
only,
below.
Only leave nice comments.
Yeah, but we don't want the nasty ones.
So,
okay. Just don't bother. Just don't bother.
We'll see how we get on for next time. Yeah.
All right then.
So, right.
Well, thanks for joining us.
And what should we say? Goodbye to the audience.
Goodbye. Bye. See you soon.